What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my July current household. I am so beyond excited to be filming this for you guys right now. So much has changed. Okay, really quickly, if you haven't watched my past current households, I've been playing the same family, I think for like a year now, if I remember correctly. Maybe shorter, maybe longer. Honestly, I have no idea. But I love this family. I have really been taking my time and moving slowly and really giving everyone in the family like an in-depth storyline, which typically I will pick one sim that I really love and focus on them, and everyone else really has nothing going on. But with this family, everybody has something going on, and it's so fun. So if you want to see this family kind of progress, I would suggest going back and watching some previous ones. But if you guys have already seen all of those, there have been so many changes, and honestly not a whole lot of time. I haven't played a crazy amount of days, but there have been so many changes. We have had Sims move out, Sims move in, Sims have died. So yes, I'm very excited to show you this. You're gonna see the family in just a second, but I will get to them. So please don't worry about that. I am gonna show you the house first. We did live in this house back in my June current household. I can't remember if we lived here in my May current household or not. I think I filmed my May current household right before they moved in here, if I remember correctly. But we're actually about to move out of this house within the next probably 1 to 2 sim days. Excuse me. So that is why I wanted to show you this. So again, you're going to see the family on the side, but I will get to them in just a minute, so please ignore them. I'm going to do the house pretty quickly because some things have changed, but a lot of it is the same. So this is 2 houses on 1 lot. My storyline was that the oldest child was a young adult and wanted to live on her own, and the mother had just recently become a single mom, so she needed to kind of move and downsize. So the mom moved into the big house with her younger kids, and then the oldest daughter, who was of age, moved into this house. So technically 2 separate lots, but because they're family, they kind of share everything. So we're actually going to start with the small house. We have the cars out here, we have a trampoline, and then the super cute little pond. I love it so much. She has her own little walkway, and then they've obviously like created a path from house to house, which I think is super, super cute. And then let's come back here. There's really nothing going on. It's just a little space. They do have a fire pit, and then that's the backyard for the main house. And then here in this small house, you are going to see our Sims, but again, just please ignore them. I will get to them. Nothing has really changed in here. The living room, kitchen is all the same. I think the only change I made was I got rid of the radio and I put the computer desk out here instead. Pretty tight living room, but it's a pretty small house. And then this is the master bedroom here. I don't think anything has changed. We have her dresser, her achievements as a teenager, her prom picture, and then big open windows for the backyard. And then the access to the backyard is through her room. I think the only changes I've made in her little fenced-in area is I added an art easel. But she's got a really cute fenced-in area. Honestly, if this was my house, I would be out here all the time because I love to be outside, but I get like when my neighbors are out, I'm like, I'm gonna go inside. So having that basically like private fenced in area would be so nice. And then here's the bathroom. It's, you know, pretty, oh God, that toilet is disgusting. We do not have time to clean often, obviously. Pretty basic bathroom. Nothing has changed here. And then this used to be a study, and it is now one of our Sims' rooms. You guys probably know which Sim I'm talking about. He's standing in the doorway. But yeah, this is his room. He's got some achievements. He's got a prom picture, which he actually went to prom with a young adult. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, super cute room. So that is this house. And then let's come back up to the main house. I'm actually going to show the main house differently because it would just take too long to do it that way. So with the main house, everything in this area is the same. We have the living room. We have this whatever section this is. I never changed this. The dining room, and then you come through for the kitchen. We have a half bath. We have some kid stuff, and then our garden over here. The master bedroom, I actually never got around to redecorating, even though we have the money for it. I just never got around to it. So they literally have a bed and tables. That's it. Like, they should have a dresser, they should have a mirror, they should have like a sitting area, a bookshelf maybe, but I just never got around to it. And then the master bathroom. And then we're going to go upstairs, and this is where a majority of the changes are, so I will actually go through it like this. Oh. Okay, so you come up the stairs into this hallway. We do still have some kid stuff here, which our youngest Sim in the house right now is a teenager, so I really should change that. I haven't. So we come in this door here. This is actually our youngest child's room. This used to be our second oldest child's room, but he moved into the secondary house. He actually just aged up into a teenager, so his room is still very kiddish. I'd age him at like 12, maybe 13 years old, because again, he literally just aged up. So yeah, this is his room. It definitely needs a makeover, but I don't want to ruin things yet, but it might not be worth a makeover. Let's put it that way. And then this is the bathroom that all of the younger 4 teenagers share. So obviously it's disgusting because we have 3 teenage boys and 1 teenage girl all sharing that bathroom. A bit crazy. This is another one of our kids. Oops. That was supposed to be put away. I guess you'll figure out why that's there later. This is 2 of our teenagers share this room. So because they're teenagers, they can't technically have a double bed, but it looks like a double bed. The headboards like link up together. And when you look at it from this angle, it does kind of look like a double bed. But they have a very basic room. I really should have moved that. I didn't realize. I'll move it later. And then the prom picture, he did actually go to prom alone, but he rigged the votes to be prom king. And I'll explain that story in a little bit because it does come into play. And then the final room, this room has actually been kept the same. This is our middle, because we have 5 kids total, so this is our middle kids room. It all looks the same as it did before. The only difference is that we added his prom picture, which his prom picture is probably my favorite prom picture I've ever seen. It's just, he and his girlfriend are so stinking cute. So it is Monday at 10 a.m., so half the family is actually at school. There is not really a good time to have the entire family together except for really late at night. And it gets kind of hectic late at night because obviously it's late at night and I'm trying to get everyone ready for bed the next day. So I'm going to show you half the family now, and then I will skip until all the teenagers are home from school, and then I'll show you the other half of the family. But we will start with our main girl, Miss Aaliyah, and her name is actually Aaliyah Goth now. It was Aaliyah Ryder, and then it was Aaliyah Goth, and then it was Aaliyah Davis, and now she's back to Aaliyah Goth. So, Miss Girl, I freaking love her. She is officially an elder now, which is so sad, but she's still hot, okay? She's banging. I did not redo her outfit because honestly, I just didn't feel like it. So this is Aaliyah Goth. Her lifetime wish was to be the culinary librarian, which she completed as a young adult because she's that bitch. She is an Aries and she's an elder. She's 97 days old, which is crazy. She likes indie music, egg rolls, and the color lime. She is shy, irresistible, natural cook, vegetarian, and nurturing. And then she gained the dramatic trait from graduating university. She's a level 8 in the cooking career, so she's an executive chef. I'm actually going to have her retire. Yeah, she's probably going to retire like today, or maybe I'll let her work on Tuesday and then retire after work. The reason she's only a level 8, okay, she really focuses on her job a lot. She's very career focused, but she has been married twice and she had 5 babies, so that is a lot of time off work. You have 3 days off of work for every baby and 2 days off of work for every marriage. So that's 14 days off of work, not to mention the fact that they typically have 2 to 3 days off anyways. So that is why she's only a level 8. I really wanted her to get to a level 10, but she did get the wish to retire. I didn't lock it in before it disappeared because her things were full, but she did get the wish to retire, so I am going to allow her to retire. We do have a decent amount of money, so I'm not too worried about it. As far as skills go, she's level 9 athletic, which we're going to go work on right now because I really want her to master that. She has mastered the cooking. She's level 8 gardening. I'm doing what I can, but obviously with the plants being outside literally half the year, you can't do anything with them. So I'm trying, but she's only level 8. She's also level 2 street art, level 4 handiness, level 2 painting, level 3 social networking, and level 1 writing. Now, Miss Aaliyah Goth, I'm not going to go super in depth with their backstory just because I feel like I do that every single one. And if you've watched all my current households of the same family, it kind of gets annoying because, again, I've been playing this family very slowly so that way I can give the entire family a good story. So a lot happens in a short amount of days. So I don't want to repeat stuff a whole lot. But she is currently married to Mr. Evan Goth. And Evan was her first husband, actually. I'm going to have you just step over here so I can get a better look at you, please. All right, so this is Evan Goth. He was her original husband. He actually dyes his hair because I feel like he just couldn't take being gray because, he was always a little emo boy. I also did not change his clothes because I just don't care. He's an elder. I just didn't care. But I did have him dye his hair. So this is Evan Goth, her first husband and her third husband. Oh yeah, she's been married 3 times actually, not twice. She's been married 3 times to 2 different Sims. So he was her first husband. He's also the father of her 3 oldest kids. And then they divorced because she was caught having an affair with her second husband. And then her second husband is the father of her youngest 2 kids. And then right after her youngest kid was born, her second husband, Jaden, actually passed away. And then she was a single mom for a really long time. They actually just got married 2 days ago. Their married moodlet just went away. So they just got remarried. So yeah, this is Evan. His lifetime wish is to be a professional author. He is not very good. Let me show you that really quickly. He actually did just get a bestseller. His most recent book was a bestseller. But he's written 9 books. Oh, I guess he's had 2 hits. Okay, for some reason I thought he had a lot more flops. But out of 9 books, only 3 of them have even been good. So, yeah. He's not the best, but like I said, his most recent book was a bestseller, and I remember back when he was married to Aaliyah the first time, I remember him being in the household, and I'm like, okay, if his next book isn't good, he's giving up writing. And it was a bestseller, so it's super cool. We are going to continue to work towards this goal, although I don't know if we're going to get to it because he is an elder already. So he is a Virgo, and he is 98 days old. Excuse me. So he is 1 day older than Aaliyah. He likes Egyptian music, cobbler, and the color spiceberry. He is socially awkward, an animal lover, ambitious, angler, and computer whiz. And then he gained genius from graduating university. And he is currently level 5 in the writing career. That's honestly probably as far as we're going to get. Like I said, we're only going to stay in this house with the entire family because we have a really big family right now. We have 8 Sims. Yeah, we have 8 Sims and a dog, so we have a really big family right now, but we're going to move out with less than half of them fairly soon. And then for his skills, he's level 4 athletic, level 7 charisma, 5 cooking, 5 fishing, 6 handiness, 4 logic, and he has mastered the writing. So Evan's life has honestly not been great. He was a twin. He has a twin named Ethan. And Ethan and Evan were both in love with Aaliyah in high school. Aaliyah was actually dating his brother Ethan all throughout high school and a little bit into college. And then they broke up and she ended up getting back together with Evan. She actually cheated on Evan with his brother when she got pregnant with their oldest child. So it was kind of... it is Evan's child. Like, they did a DNA test, they know it's his, but it was kind of up in the air on who the dad was. And then same thing with their youngest son. Obviously, it ended up being Evan's kid also, but their youngest son and Jaden, her second husband who passed away, she wasn't sure if it was Evan's kid or if it was Jaden's kid. So he's kind of had a rough life. You know, he's only ever really been romantic with Aaliyah. He never dated in high school or college because he was just stuck on Aaliyah. They finally got married. She cheated on him all the time. He did have one girlfriend while they were broken up, but she actually dumped him. I didn't make him break up with her. I didn't kill her off. Like, she actually dumped him. And then, yeah, now he's back with Aaliyah, and it's kind of one of those, like, she has done me so dirty, but I'm old and I just want someone there at the end of my days for Evan. And for Aaliyah, it's kind of, you know, Evan has always been the one, and I was just so stupid as when I was younger that I didn't see it. So for Aaliyah, this is like, the one that got away is finally back, and for Evan, it's like, I just don't want to be sad and alone in my old years. It's kind of how their relationship is. And then we also have one dog. His name is Teeny Goth. Evan actually ended up getting her while he was not living with us, so he moved back and obviously brought his dog. Teeny is an adult female dog with 11 days, so she's an elder. She's non-destructive and skittish. Honestly, I didn't really want her, but I could not bring myself to just leave her, like, alone in his old apartment. So we do have her. And then obviously you guys see that Rocky is no longer with us, and he actually just passed not that long ago, a day and a half ago. That's what everyone is mourning over, and this is his grave right over here. I feel like it would make more sense for Amelia to have it because I feel like him and Amelia were closer, but it just fit in Keegan's room, so that's why he's there. So anyways, moving on to all the kiddos. Their firstborn daughter was Miss Amelia Goth, and she is so fucking gorgeous. I love her. Her name is actually Amelia McCam because she was married, has since gotten divorced. So her lifetime wish is to be a forensic specialist DNA profiler, which is level 10 in the law enforcement on the forensic side. She is a Leo and a young adult with 10 days till she's an adult. She likes French music, autumn salad, and the color hot pink. She is shy, a genius, family-oriented, heavy sleeper, and nurturing. She is currently level 4 in law enforcement, and honestly, she's about to go to work, so this is why I'm filming it right now. But honestly, she's probably going to get a promotion today. As far as skills go, she's level 3 cooking, 2 handiness, 4 logic, 1 painting, and 1 social networking. So Miss Amelia was at one point married to Mr. Peter McCam. The little story with them is when they were in high school, Peter was her best friend, and she had a huge crush on him and wanted to be with him, but he actually had a girlfriend. So they were never together, and then one day, out of the blue, Peter's just like, I left my girlfriend, like, it's you, I want to be with you. So they started dating in high school. They dated all throughout. They never went to university, but like the university years. And then he moved in here. They got married, and like as soon as they got married, Peter became abusive. He was, I have a violence and aggression mod. So he was, you know, knockout punch, body stomp, slapping. Like, he was just horribly, horribly abusive. And one day, it was shortly after Evan and Aaliyah got back together and Evan had moved in. Evan came over to check on his daughter because obviously she doesn't technically live there, but they live really close. So he came over to see his daughter because even when Evan and Aaliyah were divorced, Amelia, Keegan, and Cray, which are his 3 biological children, they were all very close. They would go to his house. They still had a really good relationship. So he came over to check on Amelia one day after Peter had, you know, been knocking her around, and Evan stood on business. He beat the crap out of Peter, and Amelia left him, and he moved out. And then while all of this is going on, she is extremely close with her coworker Daniel, and Daniel and Amelia actually on the night of Amelia's bachelorette party, they hooked up and they agreed. They were like, this was a huge mistake. It's never going to happen again. Okay, sorry about that. My fiance came home, so I went and talked to him for a little bit, and then I made myself coffee. But anyways, after they had hooked up the night of her bachelorette party, they agreed, like, he's married with a child, she's about to be married, it's never gonna happen, like, let's just pretend it never happened. And they did. For Amelia's entire marriage, they pretended it never happened, they continued working together, everything was great. And then, after Amelia left Peter, she did confide in Daniel because they are best friends. I hate that it says old friends. It switches to old friends so fast, and I absolutely hate it if you don't live together. It's so stupid. But she confided in Daniel everything that was going on, and she's like, well, she kind of pulled the whole, like, well, I just feel stupid because he's the only person I've ever been with. And then he's like, well, not the only person, because, you know, they were really drunk that night. And then they hooked up a couple of times. But Amelia is at the point where, you know, she wants to have a child. She's like, I'm ready for something serious. And I know Daniel is, because it's funny because his wife's name is Amelia also. I just think that's really funny. But anyways, she is ready for something serious. She's ready to be a mom. She's ready to have a family. So her and Daniel are officially done because she knows that's never going to happen. So I did actually make 2 Sims for her. Well, I kind of made 2 Sims for her. They were pre-made Sims I had saved, and then I just kind of adjusted them a little bit. So we have William Rizzo, and she did question them because she's a police officer, so she can question people. So that's how she knows all their traits. So I made William Rizzo. He is an adult, so he is a few days older than her. And they've been hitting it off nicely. And then I also made Key and Claus. I did make them brothers. In my mind, they're like half brothers through their dad or something. And he is freshly a young adult, so he's quite a few days younger than her. But basically, what I'm having her get to know both of them. And what I plan on doing, which I know this is crazy, it doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna have her have a baby with one of them, and then that guy is basically, I don't know which is which yet, so that's why I'm not saying, but I want her to have a baby with one of them, and then that guy is gonna be like, oh, like, I don't want to have a family, like, this is it, and then the other one is gonna, like, comfort her and step in and, like, play dad. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I want to do, but one of them's going to be her first baby daddy, and then one of them's going to be like her husband that she ends up with forever. So yeah, I'm still having her get to know these guys. This one does have a girlfriend, but we can just forget about her, okay? We'll just forget she doesn't exist, all right? So yeah, that's Amelia. I freaking love her. I love her so much. She's my favorite. And then next we have Keegan Goth. I just want him to turn so I can see him a little bit better. Okay, so next we have Keegan Goth. I love him so much. So his lifetime wish is to be a superstar actor, which is reaching level 10 in the film career on the acting side. He is a Leo and a young adult with 29 days till he's an adult. So he is freshly aged up, literally 2 sim days ago, just became a young adult. He likes dark wave music, mushroom omelet, and the color gray. He is dramatic, excitable, commitment issued, loves the heat, and angler. And he's currently level 1 in the film career. His first day is today, so he hasn't even had a chance to get any farther. He is level 1 athletic, 6 charisma, and 2 handiness. Now, Keegan, as a teenager, started dating this girl. Let me see. He started dating Anna Tamwell. They dated for a long time. They actually went to prom together. She became a young adult before him, which is why she's a young adult in their prom picture and he's a teenager. It just looks so funny. But Keegan has always kind of questioned his sexuality. Like, he knew he liked girls. He loved Anna. Like, him and Anna had such a good relationship as teenagers. He really, really, really loved her. But he always kind of had a thing for, I'm pretty sure it was this guy. Yeah, he always had a thing for his best friend, Tavris. I don't know how you say that name. So they were good friends in high school, and he always really had a thing for him, and they actually started hooking up. So they hooked up a couple times as teenagers, but they never became romantic interests because it was one of those, like, this is just sex, it doesn't mean anything. And basically Keegan was kind of using it as like a way to confirm his sexuality. So Keegan is bisexual and he knows that, but he really, really loved Anna and he couldn't exactly tell her like, I know I'm bi because I slept with a man, because that would be admitting that he cheated on her. So Keegan has been going out, and he is kind of a bit of a player. He's been going to the bars. He'll make out with anybody and everybody, and he actually hooked up with this guy, Yashua. It's just a random guy he met at the bar. So they actually hooked up. He invited him back to this house, and they were hooking up, and Anna decided to drop in and surprise him, and she walked in and caught him cheating. So all of this happened last night. So Anna knows that he is cheating now. They had a conversation where he's basically like, you know, I still love you, but I like men too, and I needed to explore that. So she has, it's either 3 or 5 days, I can't remember, but she has a couple of days to basically decide if they're going to stay together or if they're going to break up. If she chooses to stay together, like, that's it. They're going to get married. Yes, he is commitment issued, but if she chooses to stay together, they're going to get married and they're going to live a happily ever after. If she chooses to break up with him, Keegan is going to basically turn into the ultimate fuckboy. He's going to become a superstar actor. He's going to become super famous, and he's just going to hook up with anybody and everybody that he can. So basically, the way his life turns out all comes down to Anna, but because he is commitment issued while Anna is making that decision, he's going to continue to hook up with anybody and everybody. So yeah, basically, as far as Keegan's life goes, we're just waiting for Anna to make a decision. Part of me is really hoping that she chooses, like, to break up with him, because I think him being just like a single player fuckboy for his whole life, and then maybe settling down as an elder and like never having kids, just always living with like his older sister or his younger brother or something, I think would be super, super, like, it'd be a fun gameplay, because that's not the kind of style I normally play. So yeah, basically Keegan's entire future depends on what Anna decides, which I think is crazy. But we do still have 4 more Sims. However, they are at school. They're all in high school still. So I'm going to go ahead and just play until they are home from school, and then I will show you the last 4 people in our family. All right, guys. So our final 4 Sims are home, and I am going to introduce you guys to them. You might recognize him. I think he is one of 2 Sims in this household that has not had a birthday since the last time you saw him. So this is Cray Goth. I just realized him and Keegan have the exact same haircut. Anyways, holy shit, that was the loudest I think my phone has ever vibrated. Anyways, this is Cray. I absolutely love him. Like, I know I've said this for all 3 of the older kids, but I am so obsessed with them. Amelia and Evan made gorgeous kids. Like, they should have had 50, honestly. Anyway, so this is Cray Goth. He is the middle child for Amelia, the youngest child for Evan. His lifetime wish is to be a world-renowned surgeon, which he actually got that wish after his mom gave birth to his younger brother. He is a Capricorn and a teenager with 1 day till he's a young adult. He likes kids' music, grilled salmon, and the color spiceberry. He is a genius, athletic, easily impressed, and lucky. So the day he becomes a young adult, him and his 3 older siblings are going to move out, and then I'll let you know what's going on with the rest of the family afterwards. But yeah, so that is him. He's level 4 handiness, level 1 social networking, and he is an A student in school, and apparently he's in shop club. I honestly had no idea. Literally no idea. And Cray has a girlfriend. He is dating Holly Vandesloot. They are so unbelievably cute together. They are literally perfect together. They are going to be, they're like their end game. Like, they are soulmates. They're going to be together forever. So tomorrow after school, I just want to make sure it wasn't a holiday tomorrow. Tomorrow after school, she's going to come over with him. He's going to age up into a young adult. She's going to move in, even though she's not technically old enough to. Yep, sorry, we're stealing her from her parents. Damn, her grandparents are still alive? Holy shit. Anyways, yeah, she's going to move in with us, and then the 4 of them, Amelia, Keegan, Cray, and Holly, are going to move out. So yeah, Cray and Holly are endgame. They are going to be together forever. I imagine them to be that cute just like that picture perfect couple. And I do want them to have kids, but I want it to be a little bit later in life, so that way I kind of get a chance to play with both Amelia and Crae's family. But honestly, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I will probably actually continue the family with Crae and Holly. I know initially I said it was going to be Amelia, but I really think it's going to be Crae and Holly, because Crae is so cute. Holly is so cute. They are so perfect together. Like, I plan on sending them to university together. I could see Holly, I don't really know her traits, so I'm going to have to figure her out when she moves in, but I could see Holly being like a free spirit. I could see her being like a self-employed painter. And then basically, like, Crae's going to be a doctor, so he's going to be bringing in the money, and then Holly's just like, well, I have to do something, and I love painting, so yeah, that's kind of what I see for them. I see them going to university together. I see them living a long, happy life. I see them getting married and traveling the world, and then maybe when they're adults, having children is kind of what I see for them. So I'm really excited for what the future holds for Crae. And he, just look at how, God, he's so fine. I love him. That's what he looks like. He's so cute. I'm just so obsessed with him. They did go to prom together. They were just romantic interests at prom, and then she actually asked him, she's like, so are we dating or what? So they became official at prom, which I thought was so cute. And yeah, they've been inseparable ever since. So the next one I'm going to jump to is actually Daniel Davis. He is the first child of Amelia and Jaden, which you can see Jaden here has since passed away, my poor boy. Jaden did actually have 2 kids from a previous relationship, but they got glitched out. It says they're still in high school, but they should be older than Amelia. Like, literally in high school, their child is an adult. You know what I mean? Oh, this bitch. This bitch is dating my man. This bitch is dating Amelia's man. That fucking bitch. Anyways, we're gonna have to break them up. But yeah, this is Daniel Davis. He does not have a lifetime wish yet. He is a Cancer and a teenager with 12 days till he's a young adult. He likes Egyptian music, tofu dogs, and the color gray. He's a loner, rebellious, disciplined, and vegetarian. He doesn't have any skills, and he is a B student in high school. I think, oh, he's an A student. I don't know if I told you that. So Daniel has really started to act out, especially since Evan has moved in. Daniel and Evan actually hate each other. Like, they have physically fought. They argue all the time. Evan is constantly like busting him for things. Yeah, they're just like constantly fighting and getting into trouble, basically. So Daniel was old enough to remember his biological father, to remember Jaden. I think technically he was a toddler when he passed away, but we'll just pretend. So he's old enough to remember Jaden, and obviously he knows that Evan is his older sibling's father. So he has always really honestly had it out for Evan. He's never liked Evan, especially when Aaliyah and Evan started dating again. He just kind of felt like it was a slap in the face to his father, like getting back with the person you were with before him after he passes away. He just really hated that, honestly. So him and Evan have always gotten into fights. And prom was actually on the day that Daniel became a teenager. So he wasn't supposed to go, but he snuck out of the house. He snuck into prom, and he ended up meeting this girl named Savannah. So Daniel was like about to be a freshman in high school, and Savannah was a junior in high school. She's so fucking cute. Honestly, I wish she wasn't pregnant right now so I could show you her outfit, because they are like such a cute little like emo. Oh wait, I barely told you anything about Daniel. Or wait, did I? Yeah, I told you all this. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so he ended up meeting Savannah at prom. Savannah kind of thought like, oh, I'd never seen him before. He's probably like some girl's date that goes to another school. So they ended up like talking, hitting it off, and they hooked up in the janitor's closet, and she wound up pregnant. She is actually like super pregnant, like about to give birth. Like, she should be giving birth pretty, like tonight probably, or maybe late enough in the day that the baby will be born on Tuesday. But she's going to be giving birth very, very soon. Also, I actually love this hair. I think it's so fucking cute. She's got a braid back here, a braid over here. She's got like the weird length bangs, but it just looks so good on her. Yeah, there we go. Look how cute she is. Like, she's actually so fucking cute, and I wish she got a little bit better of a storyline, but she doesn't. She does not have a lifetime wish. She is a Sagittarius and a teenager with 6 days till she's a young adult. So she's quite a bit older than him. She is 6 sim days older than him. Which, I mean, that's quite a lot in The Sims. Honestly, most of my couples are like a day or two apart. So 6 days is quite a bit. Her favorite music is songwriter. She likes key lime pie and the color blue. She is flirty, family-oriented, clumsy, and charismatic. She is a C student. Today was the first day since she moved in with us that she's gone to school. So the game sees it as like this is her first day of school ever. And she doesn't have any traits. She also doesn't have any family either, so she is basically like a nomad. She was just living on her own. She was actually the babysitter for Daniel's younger sister or younger brother, and that's how she like populated into the world, which I think is super funny. But yeah, her name is Savannah Harlow. Her and Daniel are having a baby together. They got pregnant literally the day that they met, and they are having a girl. I did have her go to the hospital and figure out that they're having a girl. So they're gonna have a little baby. So cute. Obviously Aaliyah is not very happy, but at the same time she's ready. Like, she wants to be a grandparent. She's like, you know, I'm an elder, my daughter's almost an adult. She obviously thought her first grandkid was going to come from Amelia, because Amelia is so much older even than Keegan. Amelia is so much older than him. Like, she's, 19 days older than him. So obviously Aaliyah really, really thought her first grandkid was going to come from Amelia, not Daniel, but it is what it is. So yeah, as far as Daniel and Savannah goes, I'm kind of just going to let the game decide what happens, because obviously I'm going to be moving out with the older Sims pretty soon, but I could legitimately see them having probably 2 kids while Daniel is still in high school. Possibly even 3. Like, I could see her getting pregnant for the 3rd time, like right before Daniel becomes a young adult kind of situation. So I personally see them like having 3 to 5 kids, all super, super young, and then just staying here. So what I'm thinking is after these 3 move out, Daniel and Savannah are actually going to move into the little house. So they'll take Amelia's room, their baby will take Keegan's room, and then Damon's going to be alone upstairs. And then probably when they have their 2nd kid, they will flop houses. So Savannah and Daniel will take the main house, and then Damon, along with Aaliyah and Evan, will take the little house, because obviously they're only going to need 2 bedrooms. So yeah, that's kind of Daniel's life. Honestly, I think he's going to be like, as sad as this is going to sound, I think he's almost going to be like a little nobody. Like, he's just going to be popping out babies with Savannah, and that's going to be like his whole life, and he'll just live off of his mom for as long as he can, and then when she finally passes away, he'll just be like, well, I inherit the house kind of situation. Like, he won't really make anything of himself. And then finally, the baby of the family is Damon Davis. Obviously, Daniel and Damon still have their father's last name. It felt very strange to give them Evan's last name, especially considering, 1, Daniel hates him, and 2, they were almost teenagers by the time he came around. So just in my opinion, I feel like that would be weird. So Damon is a terrace, and he's a teenager with 16 days till he is a young adult. So he just became a teenager. A lot of the times my Sims don't really have like a personality or a backstory till they're teenagers. So I haven't really given much thought to him. He likes classical music, vegetarian fish and chips, and the color Spiceberry. He's brave, athletic, a cat person, and friendly. He's a C student because this was his first day of high school, and he's got no skills. So, yeah, unfortunately, Damon is just a little bit too young to get a story of his own, because like I said, as soon as Cray becomes a young adult, we're moving out. But yeah, this is the family. It's huge. It's crazy. It's wild. I just love it so much. I'm having so much fun with this family, and I can't wait to like see where Amelia's life progresses to see where Keegan's life progresses to see Cray and Holly. Like, I am so excited. I know I say this every month, but I am so excited for next month's current household because it's going to be so different, and it really is because we're going to be moving. Also, I forgot to mention this. Cray loves classical cars. So Cray is the one who fixed up this classical car. That's why he has such a good handiness skill. And initially, that was his life plan. He was like, I just want to be a mechanic and fix up cars for my whole life. But then he now wants to be a doctor. So what I'm thinking for him is he'll be a doctor until he gets a little bit older, and then maybe he'll retire early and go back to like his first true love, which is being a mechanic kind of thing. But fixing up cars will always be like his little side job. So yeah, that's the family. I hope you enjoyed them. I freaking love doing these. These are so fun. You guys know current households are my absolute favorite. So if you guys like this, please give the video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to see next month's as soon as I post it. And I will see your lovely, lovely faces in my next one. Cray looks so done with life. Poor boy. All right. Bye, guys.